Plaintiff Christopher Curry says a month after he started dating the defendant, she suspected he was cheating, and she began snooping through his phone. Christopher claims once, after the defendant falsely accused him of cheating, she vandalized his rental car with a hammer. So he's suing for the car damages and bail. Defendant Brittany Jackson says Christopher is an abusive, sneaky liar. And after she caught him in a car with another woman, he choked her, grabbed her by her hair, and dragged her through a parking lot. Brittany insists her sister is the one who damaged Christopher's car.
Start with you.
Me and Brittany had dated for a couple months. Actually, I know Brittany for about 10 years.
Took you a long time, Doc.
Right. So,
you need to talk a little quicker or sweeter than that. It'll
Okay.
take you 10 years to cop.
No. No, we just knew each other. Probably 5 years later, we got to seeing each other.
Okay.
She came by, we went out, had some dinner, and we went on from there, and we started having a relationship.
Okay.
Probably like a month later, Brittany started going through my phone, started calling female friends that I had nothing to do with in relationship, harassing them, just doing.
1 month after you began your relationship?
Probably like a month.
Really? Were you all living together?
No, we wasn't.
Might as well had it been.
Were you going on his phone 1 month after meeting?
No, it wasn't 1 month. No.
How long was it?
I'd say probably about 4 or 5 months.
Ooh,
No, but
big difference.
No, but I had reasons.
Why?
Because I had suspicions and I had asked him, and then I've caught him on numerous occasions.
Prior
out
to
there.
going into his phone?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you know why not?
I guess we just found out right now, did we? So probably after that, about a month later, got into an argument because again, she went through my phone, and then I had just left.
You don't have a private code?
I mean, at this point, it's 2015. How many codes you gonna put on your phone? You know, and that's how slick she is. She knows how to break the phone. So to me, it's like, why would it put a code on there if she already know how to break everything?
If you're not cheating, why have a code on your phone? Why have it locked all the time?
And that's the whole thing.
That's your rationale for people having it locked. If they have a phone locked, they're cheating.
No, Your Honor.
Not that somebody else could get into your phone, and there's many other things that they can do when they get access to your phone other than see the women that you're calling.
Well,
That's your rationale. If you put a lock on there, you must be cheating.
No, Your Honor.
How many cheaters we got in here today? All these folks with locks on their phone. Y'all cheating. Stop. Go ahead. Let me hear from you. So,
Like he said, we met. Like, I loved Chris. We've been through a lot, you know, and I didn't just jump to conclusions with him. Like, don't let them glasses fool you, because he's sneaky. And he's a liar, and he's very abusive. As far as being abusive and a liar and a cheater, I caught him one night. He dropped me off one morning, and I asked him, was he coming back to get me? And he told me no, and I had asked him why. He said, because we've been together all these days, and I have things I have to do. Later on that night, my girlfriend called me and asked me if I wanted to go out. Yeah, I'll go out. It's a gas station across the street from the bar. Something tell me, go to the gas station to get some cigarettes. I go to the gas station, I pull up, I'm looking in my purse to get my money. Guess who pulls up right beside of me? Chris, with a girl. So she hop out, I hop out, he hop out. I ask him what's going on. He chokes me, grabbed me by my hair, and dragged me through the parking lot. And then that's when I got loose and I had hopped back in the car and I pulled off. Another incident why I go through.
Did you call the police?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Another
incident?
Other incidents why I went through his phone. He's selling cars, doing what he doing. But he's not about to keep on using these cars as excuses to be busy all day. You're not busy selling cars all day. No, you're not about to do that to me. So I got the code. Yeah, I went through his phone.
Why do you think he couldn't have been busy selling cars all day?
Because I know Chris. You ain't about to spend all day selling cars. Not at 11
He
o'clock,
doesn't work hard?
10 o'clock. Yeah, he work hard.
She's the liar.
Work hard with that.
She's the liar.
So.
She's the liar.
No, Your
That's
Honor.
how it works.
So I goes through his phone once again. Now I just see more than what I expected. 3 different girls, 3 different episodes, recordings. So
Video?
yeah.
They took video recordings?
Yeah, he was recording them.
How old are you?
35.
You're too old for that nonsense. That's what kids do. These 20-year-olds record sex tapes and think it's never gonna be exposed to the public.
But that wasn't something that was to her.
I got you, sir. What about the bail money and rental car damage?
I had a vehicle. The car was, you know, I didn't have no license. Brittany had a license. She showed me the identification. We was driving out to the suburbs. We had got pulled over. When we had got pulled over, they had asked her for a license. She gave him a license. I'm in the passenger seat of the vehicle. So while I'm in the passenger seat of the vehicle, the cop takes her license. He goes back to the car. He comes back, but he comes back to my side of the door. When he comes back to my side of the door, he opens up the door and tells me to step out the car. He tells me she has no license, and he's arresting me because I didn't have no identification on me. So at that point, I really didn't care. I knew it was, you know, it was something funny with it. They arrested me. They put me in the back seat of the vehicle. About 3 minutes later, the cop shows me a record of how many suspensions she's had. I think she had like 7, 8 suspensions on her license. So after about 10 minutes later, they arrest me. They take me back to the holding center where they do the information at. They impound my vehicle, and they release her. So when I get out of jail, after they do what they
What explanation did they give you about impounding your vehicle?
Because she didn't have a license. She didn't have a license. Brittany didn't have a license.
Okay. But why were you arrested? Maybe I'm missing something.
I don't know. They said I didn't have no identification on me, so they told me they was arresting me because of no identification.
Go ahead.
Okay. Probably when we went down to the precinct, we was standing there. They arrested me, took me in the back. About 45 minutes later, they let me go. But I had $350 in it. When I went to go get my money, I counted it was $200. But I didn't know what was going on until I came out. When I came out the door, Mrs. Jackson was standing right there. When she was standing right there, she was like, well, they bailed me out. I said, who bailed you out? The police officers took my $150 out my money and bailed her out. So after that part, I was in awe. All I wanted to do was
you
just get home.
You hadn't given them permission, obviously.
Right. I didn't give them permission, but I just wanted to get out of there because, you know, everything went on. Me and her discussed what was going on. I told her I'll pay for the car to get down to impound, but you have to pay me back my bail money that I put the money on. After that, we just kept going back and forth. A lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, a lot of yelling. So about probably like 7, 8 months later, she didn't appear to court. She gets arrested again. But now she gets arrested downtown, and they got her for the warrant for the first time. So she called me up, hey, you know, I got the bail, you know, I got arrested. I need you to help me out and get me out of here because I don't have the money, and I'll give you the money back when I get out. So I went downtown. I paid the $250 again after I just gave $150 and bailed her out.
How does she owe you for rental car damage?
February, I got her out. March, my birthday came. I got a rental car. We went to a hotel. Got into an argument because, again, she went through my phone while we was at the hotel. And then probably later that day, we had left the hotel. I had left early.
This is after she seen your freak tapes.
It was 2 weeks after.
2 weeks after you saw the freak tapes, what happened?
We get into an argument again. I leave this time. I leave the hotel, leave her there. She's yelling, she's screaming, she's calling my phone, she's going crazy. She tells me she's going to destroy the hotel room. So I called the hotel and had her escorted out. About probably like an hour later, something tells me, Chris, go downstairs, get in your car, and pull off. I go downstairs, get in my car just on natural instincts, and pull off. Who comes behind me? Her and her sister, being bandits, driving all fast, driving all crazy, cuts me off, and then jumps out with a hammer. She had a hammer in her purse and beat the 2006 Mazda up with the hammer. Now, I pulled over and waited for the police to come. She just takes off down the street. I call the police. They don't never do nothing about it. They don't come pick her up. They don't say nothing to her.
Yeah,
she don't do nothing with
her up either.
Right, they knew better. They knew better. They heard of her.
Right.
She's been to jail a couple of times. They didn't want to bother with her anymore.
So, you know,
So
after...
you handle that, or bring that to the judge, and I'm going to get rid of y'all real quick. Tell me, ma'am, about hammering the rental car.
I did not hammer this man's car.
You're
My
lying.
sister did it.
You did it yourself. You jumped out with the hammer. You was riding around with the hammer
Were you
for
with
like
your
2
sister?
days.
That's enough, sir.
I was with my sister. My sister picked me up from the hotel. I was crying. I told her what was going on. She dropped me off at home. Now, after she dropped me off at home, I don't know what happened. Like, I did not hammer that man's car. Next thing you know, I get a call like, you're going to jail. You gonna pay for my car.
Did you ask your sister about it?
Yeah, I asked her.
And what did she say? Okay.
She ain't know what I was talking about.
All right.
She ain't know what he was
I
talking
don't either, because I don't believe you. Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,249. Everything about what you said is not believable, ma'am. Your jealousy, I'm sure, threw you into a jealous rage after you seen them freak tapes. And then he has nerve to put you out the hotel room. So yes, I'm sure you did hammer that car. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
You always will be same old Christopher.
No.
Same old Christopher.
And me.
You still making tapes?
Yep.
You getting paid for it?
I
You getting paid for it? By you exposing yourself?
No, I'm all right.
Yeah, all right. I'ma see you. You got your money. You got what you wanted.
Well, I don't know. I don't think nothing.
That's it?
I'm scared of you.
You ain't scared.
Yes, you is. You're a
He gonna beat it.
you're a
It's
killer.
okay.